Good evening, everybody. Gretchen Brook, Newman Place in Rosedale. Also, I am the Vice President of the Linden Housing Corporation. A lot has transpired in the past month, so I'd just like to inform the residents, and I had some questions for the board. First, I'd like to know what is the status with the new executive director that you appointed at your last meeting, Ms. Berghammer?
Is Ms. Berghammer here in the audience? Yes.
Well, that doesn't matter. She's not sitting within the board.
She's behind, she's right there.
Right there.
I am Dr. Berghammer.
Hi, Dr. Berghammer. So have you been working? She's with the board now? Everything is cleared through HUD?
We don't have a response to that. Next question.
I guess I'm just questioning it because, one, we didn't know about a new executive director being appointed.
Who's we?
The residents, the other boards, meaning,
You're a resident here?
what was that?
You're a resident here?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so it's not.
Are you always this rude to people? I mean, I'm trying to be nice. You are an
Next question.
very arrogant
Oh
Next
my
person.
question.
God,
Next question.
seriously?
Next question.
That's
Have some
okay, I'll keep
compassion,
going.
you make
It's
me
all
not
on
want to
video.
speak
Next
now.
question. Next question.
So no, I'd like to know, I've done my homework and I know that when it comes to an executive director leaving a housing authority and a new one being appointed, usually it is approved by HUD in a short period of time. So I guess, going back to the last meeting, can you let me finish? I thought you were a professional.
You were asking questions. I answered your question.
Listen,
You still
it
hasn't
is
provided an
public
answer, right?
comment with all due
You
respect,
haven't
Mr.
provided an answer.
And I am
Next
allowed,
question.
to
Next
speak
question.
as long as I can. I can
Next
stay
question.
up here all night if
I
I'd
got
like.
till 6 o'clock.
Oh, you're
Let's-
fucking rude, you fucking asshole!
Oh my God.
I can't.
Yeah, oh yeah, let her finish.
You caught us off guard. You're coming in at the last moment, Mr. Hamlin, just so you know.
I'll explain exactly what happened when you're
No,
finished.
it's public comment now.
I will
You
explain
had your
exactly what
comments
happens
in
when you're
closed
finished.
session.
When you're finished.
Let her talk, man, let her talk. We done sat out here for a whole
You're
hour.
getting all this,
Give
Charlie,
her due
right?
respect,
You're
man.
getting all this.
Talk.
Because all of you know in this room, at the end of the day, I've been here for 25 years. This man's been here for 2 minutes and has treated everybody since he's walked in this room with arrogance and
I know you don't
disrespect.
like my comments, but the truth will
I
be
can
there.
handle your comments.
Okay.
I know what I do, and I know what you do.
Exactly.
You know what? What have you been doing to all these employees for 2 years as you have your special personnel reports done and checking on them and their work? They've been living in fear for years. They've been miserable. Because let me tell you, before you came along on this board, Miss Armstead, we never had a problem with these buildings. We never had them looking like this. We were one big family. We didn't sit here and preach to our residents and say, I love and care about you so much. And you know what? I'm going to do this now for you. And I'm going to do that for you now. You know when you'll do it? The end of May, beginning of June to get a damn vote out. Enough of taking care of.
That's
Enough.
right.
I didn't do anything
We have
wrong.
to call it to order.
What's up? Okay, I'll talk softer, Sharon. I'll talk softer.
We gotta call it to order.
Well, it is the order.
Okay,
What's
thank
your
you.
rules? Why don't you tell us the rules like you take minutes at your last meeting? Because you didn't know how to do that either. So tell me the rules
That's personal.
and tell, it's not personal. Do you know who's in charge of Linden Police Department?
Well, I'm gonna wait for you to finish. I need to rebuttal everything that you said because first of all, you mentioned my name. You've said a lot of things that are untrue, which I consider to be slanderous. You posted
course
on
you did.
Facebook that the new hire that we have is a DEI hire, okay? And I don't understand what you are talking about. You're not here, I don't attack you, so you don't attack me. So I'm gonna wait until you finish, and then I will have my rebuttal.
Well, I will tell you this, I'm probably not gonna wait for your rebuttal because I've heard enough of your nonsense and
But you
lies
said a lot of things
for
that are
many, many
untrue.
years, and I do wanna have it on record
And
that Commissioner Orland, her husband is in charge of the Linden Police Department.
Yes.
So I wanna make sure that that is on record, so we all know and we are all taken care of safely here.
You were not in charge. There was somebody else who was acting as the interim executive director. You cannot blame us. I'm not the interim director. I'm not the employees. Do you understand? So when the video surfaced as commissioner, I felt that it was our due diligence to meet with the residents. Because we were being told as commissioner, oh, everything is great. We're having meetings with coffee and stuff with the residents. We were being told everything is great. Elevators are being fixed.
So I don't think I was
let me just finish.
speaking.
You had
I
your
wasn't
turn.
finished speaking.
Let me
This is
finish.
still public
You
comment.
had your turn.
Danny,
You asked me a question.
Listen, I was not
Give me-
finished.
no, give me
We
a
are
chance
in
to
public
answer.
comment. What are you getting upset about?
Give me a chance to answer.
Excuse me, you are the first lady of the
I
city.
understand.
You're in these
But
buildings
give me
constantly.
an opportunity.
Let me finish. You are in these buildings constantly,
Yes.
sneaking around.
If you're going to make accusation, you need to give me an opportunity to respond. You're not going to personally attack my good name
I'm
and
not attacking your good name.
lie to the people
I'm
that
not
are in the
grandstanding.
office because
These people
you
know I'm
are
not
the
lying.
owner.
I've been around for 25 years. I didn't think
There are
that's
so
who
many
lied.
other people on the board, but you have chosen to attack me.
Gretchen, please stop, because otherwise we have to.
You have chosen to attack me, and I'm going to tell the residents. So when she asked for a question. She asked for a question, let me respond. When the video surfaced, we decided to have a meeting with the residents. And it was in contradiction to what the interim director was telling all of us. Am I not right? We were being told that everything was great. We didn't need additional maintenance. We didn't need this. But when we had the meeting and we read and we listened to the residents, when they told us what was happening, so we started asking questions. I started asking questions. And all of a sudden, because I started questioning, I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. How are you blaming us? Who was in charge? You should be in the same
This is
page
your
as we
building.
are.
You're in charge.
You should, no. We don't run the
You
day
are
to day.
all
We
commissioners
do
here.
not run the day-to-day operation. As
You have plenty
commissioners,
of meetings here. You don't work with the
exactly.
other boards.
If the interim
It's
and the
very
attorney doesn't
noticeable
tell
in
us
the
the truth,
conditions.
if the attorney and the interim, we're not gonna
It's
know.
very noticeable
It
that
is
for
the
years that
residents-
maintenance
listen to
hasn't
me,
had enough.
Gretchen, it is the residents who came to us who told us what was happening, and that's why I called the meeting.
Oh.
And immediately I was attacked for calling a meeting. I had to call the police department so that we
I've
can have
heard
a
this
meeting
one before.
with the residents.
A few times in 9 years.
But
Because then we cry
But
for our
she
safety.
is
She's
grandstanding,
always the victim.
making
I have
false
nothing to
accusations,
grandstand for
which is not
except for the
true,
people.
which is not true.
So let me just
I
leave.
didn't attack you, so you should attack me.
Let
You
me just
slandered
leave
my
with this.
name. You slandered
Oh.
my name, yes. You asked me
Danny,
questions.
how many people have you made
She got the mic, let her speak.
How many times have you made those comments to how many people in your past 10 years? We have the full city council all boarded, all taken over, okay? A brother-in-law, a sister-in-law, your husband. We have, let me
What
finish.
does that have to do with the
Let me finish.
and the people? No,
We
but
have the Linden Board of Ed taken up. The employees are miserable. We now have the Linden Roselle Storage Authority taken off. And now we're on to the Linden Housing Authority. And like I mentioned to you before, this isn't your city, county, state government where everybody knows everybody and we all have to bow down. And certainly I lived that life with you for many, many years being a councilwoman. But you know what? This is the federal government. You appointed a woman that you can't even get approved to be an executive director. So in time will tell what all of you did, hiring an executive director without working with the other boards because you were probably told to is shameful. There's a lot of good people around here.
Follow the advice
I
of
don't
the
need to
attorney.
grandstand for
That's all we
anything.
did.
Bring it to a close.